so often. Another tough ass country. I'm like, maybe what? Each one, you gunning that shit up. Oh, it takes a definitely to get used to the game. You have to then you rely on switching shit a lot. It's really hard to.
Thing is like we've had to win in so many different ways all year. We've had so many weird wins.
Welcome to Tampa, Raymond James Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls in a clash that we have in store today. Today, a clash between two teams from the Sunshine State that will resonate from Dade to Duval. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hurricanes will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So USF's offense will take the first swing of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. On 2nd and 10, 4 wide out set, trips right. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wide out. He's got an open man. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulls. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
Fair catch called for and made. So Miami's offense will take the field for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play in positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They go to the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Canes in the hurry-up. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have
Some
a team
good
that not
niggas,
just
bro.
is about
Some
sizzle,
good
and we've
players.
seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That was
2007, yeah.
catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Just plowing down the field. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Man, when I can run the football... down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
Man, that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
14, South Florida, 7.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Takes a handoff. It's Keith. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up. Brown wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Davey, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose the yard on that one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Restrepo. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the single back. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Off the RPO, complete.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll try to run for it. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Restrepo. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, on that 4th down, if they don't get it, the head coach is at the podium after the game with some explaining to do. That's not the situation. You're expecting them to run the football, but the gamble pays off.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop of the night. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Going up top on 1st down, using the quick game. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is in.
And And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Loss of 9. And on the play.
Opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. On first down, here comes this offense.
Black 14! Black 14!
Martinez on the carry. Oh, what a move. Just steamrolling the defense. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. He's going to pass. The sure hands, it's George. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
Offense working from the pistol.
22-yard line. Second down.
Running to the left. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that. So they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Southern Miss. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Brown will throw it. He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down. Still looking on the move. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Right down the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Barring a penalty, this will be the final play of the first half on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
The Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. A little screen to the running back. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Running for it on 4th down. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They'll ride the hot hand. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Ward. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. At the 45 on its way. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the punishment has been extended.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the move.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Pass on the way. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is how... as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Finding open areas. And there they go again with another. of bounds.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 18 to Tulane. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. And the Bulls are threatening in the red zone. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Runs through the tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It is good! Put a 3 spot on the board as we finish the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick off.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to him on the ground. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long.
Get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31.
Here we go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's off to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. So close to that end zone. He could. But it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run on the doorstep. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And the returner is stopped. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got a man in the middle. Bulldozes him. Oh, look out. At the 20. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party ball, a consolation prize, if you will. And he made the extra point without problem. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? It's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Offense in an empty set. Brown wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is...
He uncorks one deep. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Simmons. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Going for it all. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.